Hello, trading is closed on Tuesday, September 7th, 2021. We always start with our disclaimer. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, Wednesday, September 8th. All trades should be at your own risk because everything I say can be completely wrong. Friday's pattern was one that usually rallies into the close or drops in a straight line. Neither happened. We thought that would be taken care of by today's open. We got the straight line drop. Today's pattern is the same as last Friday's. You could argue we've already had the straight line drop. We don't have to have any more and can't argue with you, but usually when you get the straight line drop, you get more than this. So I'm still expecting that either we get the typical pattern where you gap up and take this out early, or we get another straight line drop. We'll go over which we think is more likely later on, but either one obeys all the rules. During the day, MEJT said these drops wouldn't stick and they retrace. Said this slight blip up over this white line would print, but it wouldn't stick. So that's already played out. Kind of given up on DeMark's stuff, but just to remind you, we're in a combo sell on the monthly. We're in a 9-13-9 sell on the weekly, a sequential, although usually you want these to be closer together. And we're in a 9-13-9 sequential sell on the daily, right at the high, although again, usually you want these closer together. It's when his stuff worked, that was a powerful combination. He called it alignment, and when they all lined up, he looked for a big drop. I'm not believing what his stuff says. It's just failed too many times, but we do have our wave count here. Magenta C, Magenta A are still equal to each other, so even though it's not the only count, it remains a valid count. It is possible to identify the high with Fibonacci ratios on smaller time frames too. So a lot of stuff looks like it's set up for a drop here. I have to tell you, when you have a pattern that should rally all day and you close under all the highs, even under yesterday's lows, it's pretty bearish stuff. All that being said, there's an indicator of someone else that says we are going to gap up. So, that indicator has been pretty good. Can't go over somebody else's stuff, but I don't think I would carry a short position overnight just based on that. And if you miss it, then you miss it. That's how I feel. I don't care if I miss a winner as long as I don't take a loser. Tomorrow's pattern has the early low. We could gap up. We didn't have the standard rally today's pattern normally produces. Still could come at tomorrow's open by gapping up. If that doesn't happen, I'd expect a straight line drop. The argument in favor of such a drop happening is he rallied most of the day, but closed under the day's high and even under day's highs and even under Friday's lows. But there is a pattern, and someone else's work says don't look for that to happen again. Don't look for a big drop right at the open. Might come later, but don't look for it right at the open. And if this usually resolves at the open, and if it isn't going to resolve by going down smartly at the open, there's a good chance I think we overtake these highs even if we don't keep them. by the end of the day because the pattern has the early low. Well, so tomorrow has the early low. It still is a possible top here, but certainly we don't have enough to be confident, and I don't have enough to risk money on it overnight. If I would have more confidence, I would, but I don't have enough confidence for that yet. But this could be a top, and the bulls really want to clear some of those highs. I'm keeping my powder dry overnight, which is what I usually do. Pattern's negative, but we could still take these highs out early. And that's today's call.